Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Crispy, and welcome back to another Shape of Dreams build video. Today I'm going to be doing Lacerta. I'm going to be using mostly his skills in addition to adding Aerostorm for some interesting synergies. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I will start with the skill tree, as usual, to make things easier. So in this build, I am using the Incendiary rounds. I think this is a lot better than having the hand cannon, for at least for early on. Incendiary rounds on this build, if it eventually turns into like a holder for your essences, I believe, yes. And we are also going to be using quick draw. Quick draw is very important for this build. This is going to be your main sustain skill. Pretty much it's important to have that this cooldown increases by 3 seconds, but it now recharges all at once. That's very important to have on it. And even more important, it's important to have Dream ammunition so you can trigger attack effects with this ability. Otherwise, it's not very useful without that. For passive, we're going to be running Double Tap because it's a free 100% crit chance in addition to boosting your attack power. Just a great overall passive. For the destruction tree, we have premium gunpowder. I'm going to be running improvised scope for the additional attack range. And I'm going to be running destructive nature for the scaling attack damage. For the life tree, I'm going to be running unconditional love as usual because I like running the Dust Shrines of Guidance. I'm going to be running second wind for the extra life, just in case I mess up early. I'm going to be running Steel Refinement for the max health on level up. I'm going to be running Threat Detection for the reduced dodge cooldown, which is always useful. For Imagination, I'm going to be bringing a lot of Imagination stuff as usual. Going to be running Efficient Extraction. Going to be running Sharp Negotiator. Going to be running Primordial Chaos. Going to be running Intersecting Memories. Monstrous Charm. Dismantle and Analyze, and Black Market. You don't have to have all of these, but these are all like just convenience things that you can add into your run. I think once you unlock the Black Market, that's a really kind of mandatory one to have on, in addition to Sharp. Where is it? In addition to Monstrous Charm, which is going to give you the 2 additional items for sale in the shop. For flexible, we're going to have a lot of things here. I'm going to be running explosive ammunition. This is very good early for clearing out mobs. Going to be running Cartridge belt just for the additional shots fired. Even though it's an increased cooldown, this ability has a relatively low base cooldown. Going to be running quick reload. This is going to increase your quick draws cooldown by 3 seconds, but you're going to get all your charges back at once. Not going to run this. Going to be running Dream ammunition. Very good, very important for the build, because without quick draw triggering attack effects, everything is going to feel a lot worse. So going back, and I'm going to look at the essences in a different place this time. If you can, Deja Vu, you can start with Aerostorm if you have it unlocked, or you can start with like the Essence of Momentum or Clemency. It's just like preference is starting with Aerostorm because that's something you'll need to find eventually in the run. So if we go to Lacerta's skills, we'll start with quick draw. So quick draw is going to rapidly fire 3 shots. It's going to be our main like kind of machine gun type skill for this build. On it, you're going to be running 3 important things, and one is like if you don't find it, unlucky, but you can replace it with something else. So first of all, you're gonna need the chipped Essence of Momentum to reduce the cooldown. If you can get Clemency, very important. It's gonna give you some nice sustain for the build, which is gonna give you some lifesteal. If you don't get Clemency, you can try to get Essence of Twilight, which should work pretty well. With that, for the third thing, you're gonna need Essence of Guidance. This is only gonna work if you have Essence of Clemency or Essence of Twilight. For your Incendiary rounds, which is this skill, you're going to be running the Chipped Essence of Dusk, which is going to fire out 2 dust shards for every time you attack an enemy. This is an attack effect, so this is going to be doing a lot of damage for this build. You're going to be running the Chipped Essence of Crimson. This is going to give you some extra dark damage and some nice explosion damage, because we're going to have a lot of crit chance with this build, and you're going to restore HP, so it's just a nice sustained skill on top of having everything else. You're also going to be running the Chipped Essence of this is the ideal spot for the Chipped Essence of Twilight. So if you have Clemency on your quick draw, you would put Chipped Essence of Twilight here on your Incendiary rounds. For the next skill, which is going to be Arrow Storm, if I can find it, right here. So this is going to fire out 3 arrows every time you attack. So this is going to do a lot of damage with this build. More so from like the essences than the actual ability itself. So the first thing you're going to have on your Arrow Storm is the Chipped Essence of Accuracy. So this is going to give you a lot of extra damage every time you hit an enemy. And I actually messed up this one, but that's the first one. Okay, so the next thing you will have is a Chipped Essence of Efficiency. If you're lucky, you can replace this with a Chipped Essence of Paranoia, and then it's pretty much always going to be up as long as you're getting hit every once in a while. For the third thing, this is what I meant to put on there. So for the third thing, you can have, oh wait, no, this isn't it, my bad. And I have to think here, because I think I was running the Chipped Essence of Ricochet, but there's honestly a lot of options for this third slot that you could put on the Arrow Storm, but to make it easy, you could just run the Chipped Essence of Ricochet, and this is going to give you some nice extra damage and a lot more hits to nearby enemies. If we go back, we're going to take a look at Shadow Walk. Shadow Walk is like an additional dash pretty much, which also fires off attack effects, so it's very good. The first thing you'll be running on your Shadow Walk is the Chipped Ember Tail. The second thing is going to be the Chipped Essence of Protection for the Armor Unstoppable. And going back to Ember Tail, this is going to allow all of your attacks to ricochet and deal fire damage to a nearby enemy. So this is going to be doing a lot of extra damage because you're firing out dozens of attacks per second. So it's very good. And the third thing that is also very important for this build overall is the Chipped Essence of Veracity. This is going to raise your attack damage by a % chance, and you're going to restore a lot of HP because you're basic attacking a lot with this build, or triggering attack effects a lot with this build. That's pretty much it for the build. For leveling priority, which I know is very important to know, I kept forgetting to put it in my previous videos. You're going to want to focus momentum to around 1.2 seconds. So the Chipped Essence of Momentum to around 1.2 seconds reduced. After that, you're going to take your quick draw. You're going to take your quick draw to +10. After that, you're going to want to get this passive to 100% crit chance, however much attack that is, but definitely 100% crit chance. That should be about +8. I believe. After that, you're going to focus on getting your Essence of Clemency healing to around 12% healing, so you're healing for a decent amount. And you're going to focus your Chipped Essence of Veracity to around +25%. Oh, no, sorry. To around restoring 15 health per attack. So when it gets to around there, you should be feeling nice on the sustain for the run. Until you need to upgrade it more if you're going into Endless. After that, you're pretty free to dump some points into your Arrow Storm till it's about +10. And then you're going to want to focus your Chipped Essence of Accuracy to around probably like 400% quality. So it does a nice amount of damage. After that, you're pretty free to upgrade whatever you want and do whatever you want with the build after that. Whatever you're feeling for your run, you know. So that's very important. But going to the clips I have, I'm gonna do a quick showcase of the build like in action. So this is the first one. This is about 48 minutes into the run. I am in Endless, and you can see like I have a decent overshield, but I haven't put enough points into my healing abilities yet for it to like be going into the over 10,000. But I'm still clearing very well, and I'm shooting out a lot of attacks. This is the second clip. Sorry about that. So, in this clip, I'm 56 minutes in. I made a lot of upgrades to my healing, which helped a lot. And I'm clearing the room very efficiently. On this run, I did not have the Chipped Essence protection, so I had to be very, very careful about getting perma-stunned. But that's pretty much it for the build. I will be uploading the full run of this right after this build comes up, so you guys can see it. And I will go from there. I will be coming out with more builds for characters I have not made builds for yet very soon. I just need to craft some up. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. If you want to see more of my builds, you can subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Talk to y'all later.